here on Dallas Sports Talk Radio. On and on. What are we on, y'all? Dallas Sports Talk Radio. On and on. What are we on, y'all? Dallas Sports Talk Radio. Talks great across the 50 states. Somebody turn the song. Talks great across the 50 states. Plug in the microphone. Dallas Sports Talk Radio. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us as we begin the first episode, DSTR, fastest growing sports talk news, weather, traffic broadcasts in the metropolitan area. Always local, always live, every day, Monday through Friday, between 9 and 3, here on YouTube channel at Dallas Sports Talk Radio. Subscribe, engage, like, connect with us on social media platforms. Do not forget to leave us a comment telling us who you are and where you come from. Once the notification alert is received, we will subscribe and respond back with the comment in return. If this is your first time rocking with us, thank you, welcome. This is 6 hours of entertainment to get you through your workday. Well, actually, we get you through most of your workday. See, we have to add that little disclaimer because we're liable. Well, anyway, your first time joining us, welcome to the show. Please subscribe and comment. All first timers rocking with the best. We are the number one Metropolitan Sports Talk News team dedicated to the Metroplex star. There is no debate. If you like it, we watch it. If you missed it, we will talk about it. DallasSportsTalkRadio.com. This is how we start our number one. Let's give a shout out to the East Coast for holding it down until we clocked in. Now that we got the controls is on and popping. Today is the 4th of February, 2025. At 0940, y'all know what time it is. Hashtag what's the house? What's been going on in the Metroplex? The Ultimate Guide of Marketing 101. The book written by General Manager of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, was found at the tarmac of Mark Cuban's private plane. One page had the corner folded down at the beginning of the chapter 2. How to steal all of Commissioner Roger Goodell's time to shine. Now, every football fan knows that the Super Bowl and all the press is reserved for all and everything Super Bowl. That's the biggest event for the NFL. Nothing matches it throughout the world. But now you got GM of the Dallas Mavericks taking a page out of the Ultimate Guide of Marketing written by General Manager of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones. General Manager of the Dallas Mavericks, Nico Harrison, has done it. Ultimate Marketing stole all the headlines. We'd had all the headlines for the past 2 weeks have been here in Dallas. As soon as we knew who the Super Bowl matchup was going to be, it was leaked in Dallas. Jerry Jones had ended his head coaching search. Gone all the way around the world solo. Made it all the way back, pulling up to the Star in Frisco. Getting ready to get out his car. And who does he see? The offensive consultant brought in by his former head coach. Now, he looked at some of the notes that offensive consultant had. One of them was like, we need to make a change at head coach. Check. Next. Find a replacement. So Mr. Jerry Jones went up to, he said, hey man, I looked at that notebook that you had, you left by my desk, telling us some of the observations that you had about the Dallas Cowboys, and we noticed that you had make a move at head coach. Like, yeah, yes, sir, Mr. Jones. 2 years ago when Mike asked me to come in, I thought I was coming in to become an offensive play caller. We all knew that he had just gotten rid of your hand-picked golden boy, offensive coordinator Kellen Moore, who's up there at Philadelphia now, getting ready to play for a Super Bowl. And when Mike asked me to come in, I really thought that I would be calling plays. Well, when he had me on the sideline, he said, this is what he explained, what my duties would be to just be a rah-rah guy or energy guy. Guess go more in depth into what plays we hit upon, what plays we missed. And I just gave him a report at the end of year one. So the end of year two, here we are. I heard that the contract extension didn't go as planned, and he parted ways and caught me cleaning out my stuff, getting ready to hasta la vista. Like, well, you said we ought to make a move at head coach. Who you think we ought to hire? Me. You hired. And that's how we think Jerry Jones stole the headlines of the NFL championship games by announcing the 10th head coach in the history of the Dallas Cowboys, former offensive consultant, not coordinator, offensive consultant of hashtag Big Mac's Promise, hashtag That's My Son's Friend, Brian Schottenheimer is the new head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. They dropped that information 2 weeks ago, the day after that NFL championship games was settled. Go fast forward, we have the cold weather in Dallas. We had this back-to-back snowstorms, but nothing could have prepared us for this Groundhog's Day, Sunday. It was kind of peculiar when we looked at the calendar. We were like, Groundhog's Day fall on a Sunday, man. How we gonna find out if those groundhogs saw a shadow or not? Get ready to go to bed. Get a message from one of the senior account executives. Hashtag Luka Doncic has been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis. And that's all the text said. So, thinking Groundhog's Day, they don't tell jokes on ground. It's not April Fool's Day. This is Groundhog's Day. Get online, DallasSportsTalkRadio.com. Start going through the search, and lo and behold, everything dropping. Hashtag Luka Doncic has been traded for Anthony Davis, general manager of the Dallas Mavericks. Nico Harrison stealing a page out of Jerry Jones' handbook, The Ultimate Guide of Marketing 101. Saw the book left on Mark Cuban's private plane. Now, we were thinking he left that book for Mark Cuban to find. Nico must have been getting his overhead, clearing out all his baggage, walked past, saw the book on the seat. What that book say? The Ultimate Guide of Marketing 101, written by General Manager Jerry Jones? Hey. Open up, thumb through to the highlighted parts. Chapter 2, How to Steal All of Roger Goodell's Thunder. We told y'all a couple of days ago, Jerry Jones and Roger Goodell do not get along. Jerry Jones did not want this man sitting around receiving $40 million to do nothing. 2 weeks ago, the day after the NFL championship games are announced, we find out that it's another straight up Texas Super Bowl. We're trying to figure out how we're going to come up with all these creative ways. This is the first time the state championship of Texas is played in the Super Bowl. Well, actually, it'll be the second time. Straight up Texas. We don't even know if straight up Texas was a hashtag then. Anyway, we'll have to research it. But we were trying to come up with all these clever things. Man, this will be the Civil War of Texas between straight up Texas, Patrick Mahomes II out of Tyler, White House, Texas, back-to-back Super Bowl champion, defending Super Bowl champion, going against straight up Texas, Jalen Hurts, Katy, Channelview, Houston area. This was about to be our time to have a straight up Texas state championship in the Super Bowl between straight up Texas quarterbacks Patrick Mahomes II and Jalen Hurts. Nope. We got to talk about the 10th head coach in the history of the Dallas Cowboys. Dropped on Friday here in the Metroplex. Announced to the world on Monday. Brian Schottenheimer, former offensive consultant to hashtag Big Mac's Promise, hashtag That's My Son's Friend, has replaced him, took his job. Okay, now you say you want an offensive consultant. I got something to consult you, man. You need to go. Let me take your job and make the money that you were losing, making all this money, sitting up here talking about all the food that you eat in Dallas. Man, let me go eat some of them fat burgers. Took the man's job. Now, Brian Schottenheimer stole all the headlines of the NFL championship weekend. And Nico Harrison, GM of the Dallas Mavericks, does the same thing the following week. Hashtag Luka Doncic has been traded. This is the biggest news. This is first thing we said, man, this is like Michael Jordan being traded. Michael Jordan being traded. Can you sit back and imagine Michael Jordan being traded? But we also told y'all PJ Washington Jr., the hometown hero, is the truth. Man, this dude is a defensive machine. Defense wins championships. If you're willing to say, hey, we want the ring over all the fancy dribbling, and you already saying that hashtag Luka Doncic, all he does is cry. Well, now you got some guys that'll fight. You already know how Kyrie is on an all-ball defender, picking them up 90 feet. Showed y'all all that in the playoffs. That's probably what happened to him in the finals. He ran out of gas. He did look a little step slower. Well, now you got some help. You got Anthony Davis in the middle. You got Gafford on one block. Derek Lively may be in there. Man, this team is going to be a defensive juggernaut. We can't wait till after the All-Star break. After the All-Star break, just like every year, it's on. Except for when Kyrie and Luka got together initially. That was the only time after All-Star break that the Dallas Mavericks didn't make a run. We look for head coach Jason Kidd going up on 30 years as a Dallas Maverick. Man, Jason Kidd been a part of the Dallas Mavericks longer than Mark Cuban. Him and Nico just changed the guard. Hashtag Luka Doncic has been traded. That's the biggest news in the NBA. The NFL can't even get any shine at the Super Bowl because all of the press passes are here in Dallas at 0940. Hashtag What's the Haps? What's the Haps is right here in the Metroplex. All the press passes, people making it down to the Super Bowl late because they had to stay here in Dallas after they found out that hashtag Luka Doncic had been traded. Nico Harrison took all the shine of Roger Goodell. It's so big. Luka being traded is so big. They had the back-to-back Super Bowl champions sitting in the seat. Everybody asking him about, hey, did you hear about the trade that Nico Harrison did in Dallas? No, what trade? Luka gone to Los Angeles. That's how you know how big this trade was. LA didn't even get to drop it. It was dropped in Dallas. That's what we're trying to tell y'all. This is the vision that we have here at Dallas Sports Talk Radio on YouTube. That's our channel tag at Dallas Sports Talk Radio. Over 625,000 views and growing. Thank you for watching. We're trying to become the #1 media market in the country. Forget the West Coast. They don't have anything on Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. This will be the straight up media market. We about to take over. We about to kick the East Coast to the curb. We about to kick the West Coast to the curb. It's only going to be one coast with all the media. Everybody going to have the press passes right here in Texas.